We are back in the Stone Creek kitchen, and we are giving our bodies and our minds a little rest and relaxation. And Chef AJ Benga is here to tell us how to relax with some delicious dishes. And I think Terry hit it right out of the park when she said rest by letting you cook.
Oh, definitely, definitely. Come on down. We'll cook for you all day.
I love it. Well, we just did breakfast. Now we are moving into lunch. We're doing an ahi taco.
That we are. We are.
Nice.
We're going to take a nice cut of ahi here. You can get it in your grocery store, and we're just going to blacken it. Any blackening rub that you have in your house, whatever your fancy is. We make our own in-house. It's our own little spice blend. But like I said, any spice blend will do. Whatever your taste is, Creole.
What is that? Is that a Creole? Because the smell, I smell like a lot of the
there's a lot of cumin and
definitely
a little bit of Creole here. So we're just gonna get a nice dusting on there. Not too much. Get our pan nice and hot. So that's the trick. Whenever you're cooking fish at home, you want to make sure that you get your pan fairly hot before you put the fish in. When it's cold, the metal likes to grab onto the fish and it'll tear. And another thing that another mistake that you can make at home is you get anxious and you think that you're burning your fish. Your fish is going to kind of talk to you when you're cooking and tell you when it's ready to flip. So if you just kind of get on the edge just a little bit.
Okay, what's it saying?
It's saying, come away. I pull right away.
I hear it.
It'll pull right away nice and easily. So we're just going to do a nice sear. It's ahi. You want to keep it nice and raw in the middle.
Okay.
So we can get our pan really hot and just get this nice sear on the one side. Again, hot pan, hot oil, so it won't stick.
What kind of oil? Does it matter?
It doesn't matter. We use canola or a blend, but it's up to you. You know, you can use other sesame, you know, whatever your fancy is. But we like the oil that doesn't burn very easily.
That's
your
the
olive
best
oil,
type,
you know, sometimes you do an Italian, you know, it'll catch on fire really quickly and, you know, kind of burn your onions. So we're going to get that nice sear on there. Let me go ahead and grab a spatula really quickly.
I loved when we started talking, I asked you what RnR stood for, and I loved your definition. Tell us what it means.
RnR can really stand for whatever you want it to be. We sort of wear a lot of hats over at RnR. On Tuesday nights, we do bruschetta and wine. You know, we have live music, so it's kind of more a laid-back, relaxed atmosphere. Then you get into the weekends, we do our Keep 'em Coming Bloody Marys and mimosas. We have a DJ, and it's a big happening party.
So it's rowdy and rocking when it's on the weekend, and it's rest and relaxation during the week.
Exactly.
Ooh, I like that.
So we have this nice sear on there.
Yeah.
And that's the fun and easy part about ahi is you can kind of see it cooking up. So you see how you have your pink little there on the side. I don't know if you can see that at home. Telling me how it's doing.
Yeah.
So we're getting there. We'll get a nice little sear on the bottom. Again, we don't want to overcook it. Ahi tends to not have a very good texture once it's cooked all the way through. It's a little dry and kind of shreds. So
well, when you do breakfast, lunch, and dinner, which RnR does, I mean, how do you keep it fresh? How do you keep the menu, you know, fascinating for those who come in and the customers?
You know, we really try to watch what the market's doing and what the trends are. You know, we like talking to our customers, getting feedback from them. You know, what do you like? What do you don't like? We're constantly revising, you know, specials and different things on our menu. To gear towards what people want. You know, we don't want to make stuff that nobody's going to like, obviously.
And in the summer, obviously, you have a lighter fare because people aren't eating quite as much.
Right, and it's so hot anyway while people are out. So, you know.
So that looks good?
So, yeah, we have a nice sear on it. Now, I'll recommend at home, this is kind of a culinary trick, it's going to be really hot. So I'd let it sort of sit for a minute and cool off a little bit before you cut it.
That's a term I got familiar with, you know, letting the food rest. Yes, it's important to do that. It's important to do that. So what are your tortillas made of?
We use jicama for our tortillas. It's a root vegetable. It kind of looks like a round potato. It's a potato in the shape of an onion almost. Oh, by all means.
Oh, my goodness.
So what we do is we use a mandolin. You can get them at any store, really, any appliance store. It's basically just a pad with a little blade on it, and you can shave anything that you want. So say you're making au gratin potatoes at home, you know, you want to make jicama tortillas. It's real fast and easy.
So this is good for vegans or vegetarians.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
A jicama tortilla.
Right. Then gluten-free, you know, you run into a lot of corn tortilla or flour tortillas, I'm sorry, that you know, it's not gluten-free. Well, this is a fresh kind of summery alternative. It's got a nice crunch. It doesn't carry a whole lot of flavor. It's more for the texture. So you can mix it into salsas, salads, anything where you're looking for that crunch.
So it will absorb whatever the food is that's inside of it. So you're almost kind of highlighting your main course.
It's the vessel to really show what we have here. And what we're doing is we're going to slice this ahi here, but what we're going to add to it, we have some pico de gallo, some house-made guacamole, and this is our soy peanut vinaigrette. Now, everybody loves this stuff. This is one of those sauces that you can put on anything.
Everybody's like,
can
I have an extra side?
Exactly. People ask for it all the time.
Well, do you want me to go ahead and start dressing jicama tortillas while you're cutting?
Yeah, you can throw the guacamole and the pico on there.
Do you just do like a dollop?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay. All right, I'll do each one. I like guac, so I'll
Yeah.
probably do a little
yeah.
extra. Looks good, looks good. And is there a particular dimension that you like on the when you slice the ahi?
You know, I'm a big fan of ahi, so I like big, hearty chunks of it.
Okay.
But, you know, again, it's up to you. When slicing it, you want to note, usually when it's raw, you'll see lines of fat running through it. Those are the veins, and that's kind of where it's going to fall apart. For example, when you have salmon, and you eat salmon, it kind of flakes apart.
Right.
That's because of the lines of fat that are running through it. So it's the same with the ahi. Before you cook it, you want to kind of make note of where those lines are. So when you take it out, you want to go against those lines so that it all holds together. And you can kind of see them here across. You know, those are all the lines of fat that's going to hold it all together. 'Cause you try to cut it the other way, the whole thing's just going to kind of fall apart.
My mouth is watering
All
because
right,
I'm
well,
ready
let's get
to bite.
these things together here.
I'm
All
ready
right.
to eat. Well, as you're continuing to plate, Terry, what are you going to make for us next?
Next,
Chef?
we're doing the award-winning bacon Brussels burger.
Bacon Brussels burger. That sounds completely delicious.
What about that beautiful cinnamon roll?
I know.
It's
Well,
the size of a football.
Isn't it amazing? I asked him, I said, what is that? He said, that's our famous
Oh yeah,
cinnamon
everybody
roll.
goes nuts for these cinnamon rolls.
Well,
and
let's
it
quit
feeds
talking
six-
about it
I
and
know.
slice
He's
into
trying
it.
it. You said it earlier. AJ loves
Exactly.
his food.
All
All
right.
right, we're going to keep going, and we'll see you in
All
a
right.
bit.